Greetings, friends. I am very glad to see you on my video channel, and today we will analyze such a topic: diluent for oil paint. Which one to choose? The diluent for oil paint plays one of the most important functions in painting. After all, in oil paints, not everything is as simple as in watercolors, gouaches, or acrylics, where ordinary water is used for dilution. Diluents for oil paints are different and have different functions and properties. In the art store you have seen many jars with diluents, but which one is better to choose? First of all, let's define what they are. These are diluent, vegetable oil, varnish, double and tea. A diluent is a liquid that is a kind of solvent for oil paints. It consists of turpentine, white spirit, a pine. They differ from each other in numbers. This is due to the composition. Diluents can not only dilute paints, but also clean and wash brushes after drawing or wash palettes. Vegetable oil is one of the old diluents for art paints, because even in ancient times oil paints were diluted with oil. Oil paints took their names from oil, since the color pigment was simply ground with vegetable oil. Oil for paints comes from flax seeds, poppy seeds, hemp oil, walnut or sunflower oil. Paint varnish is a resin diluted with solvents. The varnish helps to paint the picture, making the paint structure more dense. After drying, the paint lasts longer than after a pure diluent or oil. Also, the use of varnish makes the paints brighter and gives them shine. It allows you to get rid of such an unpleasant quality as the rottenness in the picture. Varnishes often add different diluents for oil paints and make them a diluent double and tea. Oil painting uses such varnishes as mastic, damar, copal, cedar and fir. The double of oil painting is called a diluent, which consists of two components, an artistic varnish plus vegetable oil, which is mixed in the proportions of 1 part of the varnish, 2 or 3 parts of vegetable oil. The tea, as you probably guessed, is a double, which added a third component. This is a diluent and its composition is such an artistic varnish plus vegetable oil plus a diluent. Everything is mixed in different volumes. This is the classic artistic tea. On my own, I want to say that artists often choose a diluent depending on the goal. If the picture is painted quickly, then they can use a pure diluent. It dries very quickly on the canvas and thereby accelerates the drying of the paint. A thin layer of paint with a clean thinner dries even in a couple of hours. If you dilute oil paints with vegetable oil, then the picture will dry for a long time, depending on the oil, and a couple of years from 3 to 5 days. A tea and a double will help you get something in between. Experienced artists make them themselves and, realizing what the drying speed of the painting is needed, they can change the amount of one or another component in the tea. Paintings painted on such diluents dry from 2 to 4 days. When choosing a pure diluent for oil paint, I advise you to choose an odorless one. The difference in price is not too great, but the pleasure will be much greater. The purest oil for paints that I have seen is poppy, very transparent oil. If you take a thinner varnish, then cedar and fir has a very pleasant coniferous aroma. That, dear friends, is all I have. For those who like to read, in the description of the video I will leave a link to the article. I hope you liked it. If it really is, put likes, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your attention.